mentamuñi radio nin télévision ani mentamuñi radio nin télévision haji bani ko si soho yo fanan ka nen kuma jaw ka fama ani UDP ko ke haji bani ko nen ka bulala bari UDP na te hakilo mambo Star FM nene lote baka yin banko kanne kabo 2017 kata fo 2018 foye nyatola wadi sotata jang ye wato dila nyalo free dimanche kabo tala lulu kata tala woro sako dibite ya carte fayo bari sedo mum benti wala Ababakar Siseti me alo wutumu wala kela programme ko wala kay kanni Ababakar afoban
okay
baraka bake unkul alaji Sadio Baro xamna dégg mo soose bu baax waaye 2 years 4 months man Ababakar Sise supervisor Star FM radio maa de host programme free time Star FM radio jël nañ li nga xam ne mooy free time benn butut UDP fayuñ ko fii 2 years 4 months ñu ngi ko may li nga xam ne mooy UDP ku nekk seen soxla buñ am ku nekk invite nañ ko fii guest bu nekk boo xam ne mu ngi ci UDP ñu wax la leen neex 5 o'clock to 6 Sunday bu nekk fii ci Star FM radio maa de host programme 2 years 4 months kon yaakaar naa Star FM radio lim defal UDP defalut ko benn parti ci réew mi dëgg la ku nekk lañ day am fii waaye free time radio seer na free time lañ leen jël ñu jox leen 2 years 4 months Sunday bu nekk 5 o'clock fii ci Star FM radio maa de host programme bi suma loxo la nekk ok continue
butonal ya moy de mbadi UDP sanji fula karnani wo dibite a carte faw wato fanan be kono to kata ko chairman ani meyo carte faw Star FM radio free airtime wato dile tela lulu kata tala woro dimas free canadian jam momo be place benata Star FM janne ke diamu patiola kola wo manke particulier na manke UDP Star FM mo gunya di particulier na manke UDP woto mo sa nyinya sara mu nyinya lati bare bi asike jakaloti bake aduma sike kuti me alonko manke nyinya jota wotide bare men tambita kunu ete nyine tawla fo e be men ko ni kawdro neje adun sama fanan kanale intel mawla ni sama kanale de bari mbadi bismillah
mbadi ngalon ay kanyina le ngamira Star FM ko lu mebi albe nyina kanne bari UDP manke patiti mi alonko ke mira mo la kununa ni agara UDP mo patiyole de mi alonga ke mira mo la kununa wala president Adam Barrow man nyana kala modi mi alonko UDP ko bane nabi wallahi okay maybe dipitol ya fo janne nde manke UDP member bare nyele fo ko green député carte fo ci da ko min fo kan waro 2 years ago député $150,000 fee if I'm right president Barrow yolo bon la jifo ko no ayadi UDP la député kilin Kawasan. Okay, Grenada council election, council lu fanang the same thing. Mayor elections, mayor chairman the same thing. Okay, we know UDP members will come to President Adam Barrow banning, ika founding, ika supporter soluning. Or a near, Mr. Suso name, okay, Omanya Namuru Terena.
Haji bani ko ni
mama nol murda inata adi bari ko so nen amanya no moltre
wallahi
okay bande mi fokando UDP la leadership nyanda mingela ya wuli assessment ke ba because man you understand go UDP biranata ay ala high vote ay means ko nyim banko gang wala 35% okay that's 35% what do more UDP very intact. Okay, we may moment on UDP Farada, maybe 75% of President Adam Barrow support them. Okay, the UDP will be the comparing it will majive ko nyanten na political party program wala na pera molye. Kawa fi mo na kamol convince ngena ko UDP nyami rarre be molu nenga. Kombali be mi fokan harba bium ni kan ndiro ko don that mean ni te corridor kan ndiro ki imam senso de min kala fem ko tubul fo ndiro okay ni on ndiro ke dum mol million lon ko fahamta yalo me be keri wol ka bori le kayo ko because ni mu fit nan tune danga mi la leadership as far as I'm concerned maybe te follow me ke kan dem vambe kuni ndikanni no because mbe fere ndikanni nyande bulale continue ndiro la ni continue ndiro la 25% of maybe instead of 10% of vote in this country maybe it also like this coming elections political party ki wala jim banko kanja ni ngata ifin na second round vote le soto political party on be sonna abe couple of UDP yawle sa okay bel be temo mi do gambia ko be mi fo ka nyangalo na ko jumal lam UDP gambia banko la problème o man fo UDP comment niaje ko dekum ka fole any program ngonte APRC le sa tanya UDP di bin kunum habibi because of naje ko yaya jamme meta jang UDP lam I have so many receipts ko be mi ko no bi obviously UDP lam wala be temmo min do gambian ko ndel be min kala ongul sa albe munyala nendro la le mbajala ko su sako mu alifale maybe as keno dindi unti bari alifa le man nga kunda ongul sadio bijang dindi moni alifa da jini gambia ko la priñe la mo li bisse so na be jam mom yalla ko mo tan nim fe mo nim fe e bisse so yele mo yalla ko so employ no okay mo min bokke ka mo jelle baluga ñim ko to bi radio ni television mo jumala jelle baluga radio ni television ñim ko to wara mo si faru gambe din si faru mo lu ñanta ko in ko ke ko dem banku din cendol itete mo an mo kilin tano ya fa okay mo min balu ko bulu mo lu ti ñanta ngawlu tentu ñe jay ka gaji tan jilo ko albe min ke kan betia tale because mule wala gambia banko economic samala say for example ni sa si ko nango because ya fa ni la tale be siri njang ni radio mo soro television mo soro ateli man dar do ko la afi nyaadi mo jelle bi jang ko ni do yadi so bayo so okay wala bien fo television tani la ngaje ko din ay continue la do ko la mo mi bu gambia ko di gambia din tan do mi la ko be gambia ko na min dunya ko no i be ni radio la moy kanne ndi baje ga ba min ke kan ay ko no fal as continue ay do ko ke mo la moy okay mo kendo hado no ko la ne maybe in television tammi mera but kila birima tata makka mol mi wuluta ya din bara atina se minna ayo akigi ayo se do wala kuma tawana san fa diago min ndiro nyi ayendi min ay kanyam mom yalango abatata sa mala min kala wala kan ndiro jakalin tun jakalin wala kan ndiro ko mom be jakandi ko be ne fo bara fo
okay uncle Sadio gis nga doomi rew bu baax so rew daf la jaral lu nek dafa am lu olaf wax mu ne mbam.
Yeah, man. Animbara Bake Mbadingambiankol. Just we want to share this audio on WhatsApp, Mr. Jallo Jerry, and you can copy that if you want to on your wall. But this is just the reality, and the entire nation and agree. And UDP behavior insult. That's what whoever disagree with them. And they want to insult people. Remember, during the early days of 2017, as clearly Sadio Barrow have said so, and there was a topic that I commented on regarding Sadio Barrow, as no doubt Alhaji Sadio Barrow is good as a radio commentator or anchor, is not a journalist. I believe that was my comment. I was insulted. Alhaji Sadio Barrow was UDP Barrow at the time, UDP Barrow. You see, UDP, they don't welcome diverse view. The dictatorship mentality is there, with no doubt, because you cannot profess democracy when you think that you should be exempt from criticism that no one should object to UDP. That is a mindset of a dictator. Akweta sign fair for what we've been saying for so long. And those of you who have been following me here, and my 100,000 Gambians initiative I talk about this 3 years short now when I opposed to them about this senseless behavior, rather than for us to engage in productive manner, that Gambia is not poor. My support for system change is the reason. Now you've seen their leader on Kerfatu plagiarizing not even what our leaders are saying, because Alifa Sallah is way above them. Now they are copying Alifa Sallah dindingo la diamo. Doinko la diamo, that's what they are copying. They copy Kafo system of manfaling. Now UDP la policy of Mumunti saying, I have said this many times since when I was in Gambia in the 80s. Anyone who knows me, we talk about this cooperative among Gambians. Example I give of the Susu. Growing up, seeing my mother in the Susu, growing up as a child, gave recommendation and suggestion to my mother what to do with the Susu money. Eventually, my mother listened, and my mother get her Susu money and reinvest that in something to generate profit. Rather than having the old-fashioned way of collecting the Susu money and spend it, and now you owe the community of Susu members. My mother applied that. I learned from that. What can you do? This is the same model that I have been talking about growing up in the Gambia to many of my colleagues. And this idea was tested. If anyone who's been following me that long, you can go, if you have any doubt, listening to Useni Dabo, what he is suggesting, or what he suggested on Kerfatu platform about this remittance. What he did, he just twisted a little bit. I did not use the remittance. I used collective effort of Gambians, even 100,000 Gambians at home with $10 a month. How much money is that? That money could be used to invest in something productive to benefit the members, and possibly that investment will turn to something else. I went further to talk about NAWEC. If NAWEC is complaining that NAWEC need money, there is no issue of money. It's just the leadership is not there to put in place the system that will make the Gambian people have confidence in the system. Once Gambian people have confidence in the system, it's easy to mobilize funds. I also went further and give example of Ghana. What Ghanaians are doing, they have this what they call the bonds, where you buy bonds. This is UDP, they copycat. UDP, trust me, that's what I tell Gambia, your voice matters. If you have ideas, talk about it. It's not about saying that there's a deficit of ideas in Gambia. There is a plenty of ideas. The problem is the trust. Trust. People should have trust in the system. The system should be strong enough. Once the system is strong, that's where system change come in place. There's a lot of things that come with this idea of system change, but where you start from system change. What is this system change? You got to have the right leader that will work to build a strong institution. Once you have a strong institution, you have an independent judicial system, effective judicial system. You have a sound parliamentary system. Then you build the rest of the infrastructure that you need to build on. Then again, here come the Gambian people. Here come these ideas will come in play where people will mobilize Gambians, ordinary Gambians. There's plenty of money. You can go back to my video and look at it. Some of my posting, I talk about these capital, how to raise capital to reinvest that. We have in the Soninkara what we talk about the Namedema Soninkara, an initiative that we've been talking about. So again, people who understand what I'm talking about, who been following me, I've been talking about this. I talk about building healthcare system, how Gambians in diaspora can come together and build a hospital. We can do that. That is a program that we talk about many, many times, the ideas that we talk about. I told Gambian people, look, this UDP have no idea. They don't even listen to their own UDP Bantaba because the UDP Bantaba don't talk about nothing other than the personality. They don't have no ideas. So they listen to us, non-UDP members that who are talking about ideas. We are not only complaining about the problem, but we are giving recommendations, honest opinions, and how to solve the problem. This is what we talk about. Useni Dabo have plagiarized this and turn it to wannabe for her foreign minister and telling Ndokole this and that. No, society, you can do that. Regional development. This program that we talk about Gamtel. If Gamtel need resources, the resources can be mobilized locally in Gambia to raise the funds that necessary to fund the Gamtel for profit. So those investors will get their returns, their dividend back. These are the ideas that we talk about on our platform day in and day out. Those of you that have been following me for so long, you heard me many, many times. I talk about these issues. System change means a lot to me. I understand the importance of it. Once we have a sound system in Gambia, the rest will follow. That means people, you can mobilize people, you can mobilize funds, you can encourage these cooperative ideas among Gambians to raise funds, to invest collectively in something that is productive, in something that is profitable, so that your money is working for you, you can create job, right? These are ideas that we talk about. But UDP is very good in hijacking people's idea. They don't give credit to where they get it from. They don't give credit to where they get it from. And we know Gambia is quite a small country. We know what is going on. We know who is listening. We know who is copying. We know who is taking note. And they are taking note from non-UDP members. Because non-UDP members, they talk about idea. They don't only complain about the idea, the problem in society. They talk about the problem. They talk about the solution. They talk about how to solve the problem. So this, again, is a win-win for Gambia. When you talk, people will listen, including those that even you disagree with. Secretly, they will say you make sense. And this is what we're talking about. This idea that Useni Dabo is talking about, this is an idea that we have tested it. We have tested it. We have implemented it and tested it. It is workable. This is now they are trying to hijack these ideas from the people that who have spent hours in this idea thinking about it. Instead of giving them credit, they know where they get the idea from. But guess what? UDP is not going to give credit to where it is due. This is the UDP you have in Gambia. They copy and paste. They have no idea. They ask the man, what is UDP policy? Let's go here. I will come back. I don't want to continue discussion because this one here was purposely for Alhaji Sajo Barrow audio to share that. I don't want to mix up editing, but I will come back someday to analyze it and connect the dot. If anyone that who have doubt of what I am saying, you can go back and pull my post and listen to some of my videos. You will see the things that Useni Dabo is talking about today. I have talked about it. I have talked about it time and time again. That idea been tested. We have worked around those ideas since when we was child. That idea came to mind with my mother, Susu money, how I advised my mother to use her Susu money instead of taking the Susu money and spend it on clothes and other things, how she can use that money and do something that will generate profit for her. That, again, I saw it, I saw the benefit of it. This idea, growing up, thinking about it collectively, is the Susu is there. This is the idea, the Susu idea, how to improve it. Our mothers and sisters, they have the Susu ideas, but they have not improved on it, how to make it something, how to make it big, how to make it a corporation, how to make it a multi-million-dollar idea. No, it's about collecting and spending, not reinvesting in something to generate wealth out of it. this we talk about it. So UDP again are copying cat people's idea and make it their own, and that is why they will continue to fail, because hijacking people's idea without reaching out to those people and see how they can work with those people to make this a reality. Instead, they want to take ownership of people's idea, and if they try to implement it, it will not work because they have not spent the hours that people like myself have spent on time and time and time and time again, and think about the what if we do this, what will be the result, what will be the benefit, what will be the risk. Analyze the risk factor. The risk factor here is the society. You gotta have a good governing system. You gotta have a good system in society to make sure that these resources have some kind of assurances, making sure that there is some security, safety in society. Mbadingolu, those of you who have been following me, Nicholas Basu here, and many of you that have been following me, we talk about it. I posted the 100,000 Gambians initiative, the 100,000 Gambian initiative that I said $100 each, $5,000 is each Gambians, 100,000. We can reconstruct a Royal Victoria Hospital and fully equipped the way we want it. This idea is there on my page. You can go look it up. You can look at some of my video. I don't remember exactly which month or which video I stated, but I repeatedly, in most of my videos, I talk about this idea. And again, here come, they are not now. They are going after the Halifa Dindingola idea. Halifa is too much for them. Now they are going even after Halifa Dindingol. Those of you who have doubt about this, I am telling you, go back and look at these videos. You will see what I'm talking about. This is where PDOIS is very important. People who follow PDOIS, they understand what PDOIS is talking about. They know what PDOIS is talking about. This is what we're talking about. All these ideas of remittance that Hussein Dabo bringing in, he don't want to bring the cooperative idea. So instead, he used the remittance. Now, remittance is equal to what? Cooperative. You take government resources and put it into a bank and have a system in place. How you should operate that system. Is it not the same thing with remittance, where all Gambians putting their money together and put it somewhere and invest that in society? Is it not the same thing that PDOIS is talking about? But instead of using cooperative, he coming to sugarcoat it and say remittance. So this remittance idea, now we are going to debunk it. You can go back to my video where I have stated the 100,000 Gambians initiative. The 100,000 Gambian initiative that been possibly like a year ago or more. You can go look it up, and many Gambians, we appreciate those Gambians that who even call me and say count me in. The idea was to kick it in 2020 and see how we can bring Gambians together. That is only if we have a good government system in place, institutional reform, have the right institution, rule of law, have a sound parliamentary system in Gambia, then again, we can be able to mobilize Gambians for this idea. Again, UDP have no idea. They're plagiarizing even Halifa Dindingol, la idea. They are going after our idea. Again, it's a win-win-win. Anyone who is talking about PDOIS is talking about ideas, unless you are not interested in ideas. PDOIS is not complaining about the problem, they're telling you about the solution. That includes many sympathizers and supporters of PDOIS. They're talking about ideas and ideas and ideas. What Gambians can do collectively to change the circumstances in Gambia, to change our conditions in Gambia. We should not follow UDP. As Alhaji Sajo Barrow have clearly stated, many people, including Dembo by Force, everybody, most people, Lamin Ardabo, and many other UDP supporters, these people, all they do is insult. They have nothing to offer to the Gambian people other than insulting and disrespecting people, Kaila Wulunya Sata. But we are not going down to those levels. Let's continue to push the ideas and share the ideas. Collectively, we can make the Gambia a better place for all. That is why PDOIS is very important for you to listen. It's not about the messenger, it's the message. Look at the message. This idea that PDOIs have been tested, and it work. It work. No one can tell you that a country can survive without a productive base. You got to be able to produce. Once you're able to produce, you can be able to sell. You create a market for these people that who are producing. That is what PDOIs is saying. In the long run, our corns can be turned into flowers. Our couscous can be turned into flowers. Package it. The manufacturing company that is going to make the packages create job. The manufacturing company that is going to process the corns create job. The drivers in the distribution centers that who are going to drive these vehicles to distribute this process or these processed goods to the supermarket, to the market, they create job. The supermarket create job. So it's a win-win-win. So again, those of you that who have doubt about PDOIs, all I say to you is listen. Once you listen, you do your own independent analysis, critical thinking, unbiased thinking. Look at the evidence. Do your research. Trust me, you will come to the conclusion, as many Gambians have, that PDOIs is the solution to Gambia, because time and time again they have proved to the Gambian people, they have explained to us the problem, they have identified the problem, they have told us about the solution, how to fix the problem, where to start from. We cannot continue to apply bandage on our wounds and think that everything will be okay. We gotta have the right leader in place to lead the Gambia to the right direction that each and every Gambians envision for. Again, let us stop kidding ourselves. Change starts from you. You are the change. Nothing can change in Gambia if we don't change our mindset. We have to reboot our mindset. We have to think. We gotta be open-minded. We gotta be fair and just. We gotta look for ideas. When we support people with ideas, people will be motivated to be more creative and become critical thinkers. That is how we can change our poor condition in society, when we award people with ideas, people that who are determined to change our condition. So someday our children will inherit a Gambia that we all envision. So again, it is your responsibility. You are the change. We cannot continue to blame the government when we, the people, are not willing to change. You are the change. It is time for system change. It is clear now that what the leadership of PDO have told the Gambian people, that you have changed the regime, the system remained the same. And now they are coming out, not giving credit to PDOIs, but they're echoing what PDOIs have long said before about Gambian problem, that we continue to change the regime, but the system remains the same. For us to change, for us to be a successful nation, we have to change our system. Our system will not change if we continue to elect poor leaders. And poor leaders will create a poor institution. And once you have poor institution, you're more likely going to be suffering and live in abject poverty. That is why PDOIs is telling you, for you to know your right, for you to know what you should expect, what you expect from your leader, the functions and responsibility of the government, what they should do, and what we as people should do, and hold them accountable. We should do away with personality politics and embrace politics of idea. The world is changed by visionaries, people with ideas, not tam-tam koso. If you want change, we gotta support people who have the courage to stand up for what is right, people who will stand up for the Gambian people, people who will put in place a system that will benefit each and every Gambians in this generation and the generation to come. It is up to you to make that choice, to make that move. A move that will be right for us today, a move that will be right for our children, a move that will benefit our children, and someday our children will say, thank God Almighty, our forefathers, they did what they did. They did the right thing so that we can have a better Gambia. That is what we are fighting for. That is what we are talking about. We are not talking about self-interest. We are not talking about personality. We are not talking about nothing other than policy, 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 policy. We want good governance. We want accountability. We want transparency. And we should elect leaders that who will come and work for the Gambian people, not for their pocket, but work for the Gambian people to put in place a system that will benefit each and every Gambians today and generation to come. I thank each and every one of you. It is time. It is time. It is clear now. You can go look it up. Fatu Network, Fatu, Ker Fatu, the man, Mini Tafar, he don't have no policy. His policy is to mobilize, to encourage remittance funds. Idea that he get, I will say this and I will swear that he get it from me. I have talked about it. We have tested it. It at work. It's an idea that we have talked about. In Sonikara group, ideas that I have talked about on Facebook platform many times. Example of 100,000 Gambia initiative to build a hospital. An idea that I suggested, and many Gambians responded to that idea, and we thank each and every Gambians that who responded to it. Don't believe what I am saying. You can look for that post and see the comment section. And don't forget to look at the date. To look at the date. That is how you connect the dot. What I am telling you, that is how you connect in the dot. What I said then and what Useni Dabo is saying today. You connect the dot. The man have no idea. The man cannot govern the Gambia. He absolutely have no idea. Everybody that who is representing him on Facebook, they copy and paste ideas that doesn't represent UDP. Anim Barabake, thank you very much. Sek Jalo, they are all the same. UDP is always UDP. Corruption in the agenda. Man, the UDPians are disturbance. Paul Mendoza, Anim Barabake, thank you very much. Sek Jalo, that is true. Corruption is their agenda. Mbadin Gambianko Bediamula. That is what we want people to focus more on issues, people to focus more on policy. And it is clear now for Gambia, attending Gambia Banco Kono, Gambian problem is in their hands. The solution is in the hands of PDOIs with no doubt, no one. And PDOIs, not even the leadership. We are not talking about the leadership. The PDOIs Dindingol are ready 24/7 to take on anyone on the socio and economic development issues in Gambia. 101 Gambian Kolu. Come on, PDOIs is open for any dialogue, any dialogue. We are not running away because the Gambian problem, is our responsibility as people to start talking about ideas and stop glorifying misleaders attending Gambia Banco Kono. If you want change, if you want development, you got to apply the methods and what you need to do to achieve your goal. It is clear now, those of you that have doubt of what I just stated, for UDP can only plagiarize, go back 2018. I can tell you that possibly 2018. 100,000 Gambians initiative, $5,000 each. And go further, locally 100,000 Gambians, $10 each. An idea that I talk about, this is what UDP is plagiarizing. They sugarcoat it with the word remittance. I did not use the word remittance. I used the word Gambians, diaspora, Gambians in diaspora. What we can do collectively. Gambians in diaspora have the capacity to mobilize funds, to even be a partner with NAWEC. That was my quote. Gambians in diaspora can mobilize funds if the will is there to be a partner with GAMTEL or any government parastatals or private sectors for that matter. Don't believe what I'm saying? Go back and look at my post. Go back and listen to my videos. That for you to connect the dot, that these people, they are now copying Halifa Dindingol on Facebook. PDOIS is the solution. We talk about ideas. We don't complain. We know the problem already. We are focusing on the solution and fixing it so that each and every Gambians will have an opportunity in life in the Gambia. This is what PWIS is all about. We are saying that nowhere in the Gambia in the future that any child will be left behind simply because of their circumstances, simply because their parent cannot afford. We want a Gambia where each and every child will have access to education, from primary school to university. That is the Gambia that we envision, and we know how to do that. PWIS have the solution to that. UDP, la programo, no. You cannot depend on $1.2 billion tax revenues and think that you can turn the problem in Gambia. No. You need a productive-based economy. We got to produce and sell. It is an added value. It is an added value. It has been tested. Dunia kono, that idea been tested. Gambian kol be dula utula diaspora mbe o nafa le kono, productive-based nafa mbe o le kono. So PWIS la idea diata eba mandia eba wole mutonyati, it has been tested. And now we are saying, if you are so afraid to even have a debate with Halifa Sallah, there is a lot of PWIS dindingol out there. Hey, they are available 24/7 to talk about the issue. We are not complaining. We are telling you the solution to the problem. And it's up to each and every Gambians if we are serious in fixing our problems. We got to apply the solution and stop applying bandage to our problems, because certainly it's not a long-term benefit. We are here for the long-term solution to put an end to poverty, to eradicate poverty, not only reducing it, but to eradicate poverty. That is what PWIS is saying. PWIS have displayed their ideas. We are looking forward to the rest of the political party not only displaying it. GRTS, we demand that it will be open for debate. Debate ha. Ni adi hatale ale na kebal kumande. Ni alman hanyi na kebal la ale PWIS dindingo aketa wuli konoba aketa dula Gambia. They are available to come and talk about the issues and tell you how to fix the problem. The road for a better Gambia is through PWIS. Akweta sign fair. Akweta sign fair. Gambia la solution be PWIS in level. Gambia be sonta sign PWIS in itele katonya fo. Nite ko mol min katonya fo amamba diamo banta sign. Ila bungo kono ikawole fo. Marse kono ikawole fo ka fo PDOIS inkol. Iya fo ka fo banko manisa kunda falenta system o mamfale. Abe nyari bi useni dabo instead of aya fo ka fo PDOIS inkol ye move for wole mutonyati system o mamfale. But I am in for akweta sign fair ka fo janne ateba fo la 2017 PDOIS inkol ya fo Gambian kolye. Ikawole foka for leadership. Leadership is about judgment. Even if what you are saying is not popular, but you have to stand firm in what you believe in what you see as a problem, and tell the Gambian people. PWIS is not about telling the Gambian people what we want to hear, but what we need to know. We need to know that the system of Mamfali, they told us that Mojama e PWIS unkol Kajafi, Abenyadibi, leader sol, oppositional, ibe funtila, domandika for ha system of Mamfali. Sign, yes, system of suit sign. PWIS unkol yafo, 2017. Abenyadi. Mol mimba fola man PWIS understand. Ale funti kana fo doron ka fo man PWIS understand. Afonye ka fo PWIS nin ye mean for it here and here and here ye mean for ila education policy ima wole understand ba. ila productive based economy ma wole understand ba, ila healthcare policy ma wole understand ba, ila employment policy ma wole understand ba, ila good governance idea ma wole understand ba, the rule of law idea ma wole understand ba, a sovereign city idea, a sovereign citizen idea ma wole understand ba. Kana fonye ka fo ma understand, imandula mi understand ibe wole kwendila bao mbeya understand. PDOIS lafta Gambia etanyato. What part of that Gambian call until bafola ka for PDOIS in call can move until ma understand. PDOIS in call ko Gambia dingol. Gambia is not poor. Gambia is not poor. Here is the problem. Ikawolefo. And here is how we can address it and fix it. PDOIS is telling you the next 12 years, you are going to have almost 400,000 students that will be coming out of our education system. What kind of Gambia will they be confronted with? They will be faced with a Gambia with no job. And PDOIS is telling you the solution. We have to start acting now. PDOIS is thinking about the next generation. While other people are thinking about the next election, PDOIS is telling the Gambian people we should be concerned about the next generation. What part of that you don't understand? PDOIS is telling you that almost 400,000 students will be graduating from our system. What we need to do to prepare to making sure that when they graduate, they will have job. PDOIS is telling you how to take care of your fishery industry. What part of that you don't understand? A sector that could have created thousands and thousands of jobs. PDOIS told us that. They gave recommendations and suggestions. What part of PDOIS you don't understand? PDOIS buka benechin le dinna. Mani boto maole understand. Al nga tonyafo. Ni lafta minna doro afoy ka fo haite lafta mani botola. Ni lafta mani botola until mantere o politics sifala. No, until lafta minna a better Gambia for all. That is what PDOIS is saying. Mini tafa tonya wole bela banna. Ni alman la fika Halifa Sallah engage, alman la fika Sidia Jata engage, Usmani Silla, Swabe Toure Nyolu, leader sol mimbe PDOIS, ni alman hanyi ka wole engage, alie funti, PDOIS dindingol mimbe Gambia and outside Gambia, point your finger, momola, alie funti alnga na debatola. Until ko debate, until mantere nenidola, no, until ko solution and implementation. Implementation. Let's put those ideas into test. Let's test the ideas. And it has been proven those ideas have worked. Dunia kono those ideas productive beso. Senebunda akuma yatabake. I talk about Cote d'Ivoire example. Banque Nationale de l'Agriculture. Very successful. Farmers, small farmers in Cote d'Ivoire were employing Gambians. A lot of Gambians were employed by those small farmers in Cote d'Ivoire. That is a fact. I saw it with my own eyes. I witnessed it. I went to the farm. I saw Gambians. I asked them, how are they living? How is the salary? The work conditions, all that. I saw them. They have their own little apartment. They were able to pay their apartment and support themselves. That is the cooperative idea. In Cote d'Ivoire, Banque Nationale de l'Agriculture give resources, borrow, give farmers what they need. Ni lafta ka tractor sang ye taje ye kodo donto. Kaila do koke. Ajube bi Cote d'Ivoire mu number 1 coffee production. Coffee production. PDOIS is interested in fixing the Gambia. We should stop complaining now kafo banko koleata. PDOIS have diagnosed the Gambia. They told us what the problem. They have the solution to it. If they are given the chance, they will make sure that they build the foundation for a better Gambia. It is up to each and every Gambian now to make a choice between the past and the future. If you want a Gambia of the past, it's up to you. But if you are looking forward for a better Gambia, PDOIS is the solution. PDOIS is here for the Gambian people. PDOIS is here to serve you. PWIs is here to build a foundation for all of us so that our children generation will inherit a Gambia that is full of hope, opportunity, and prosperity. PWIs is working for Gambia. PWIs is here for all of us. A better Gambia that we all wish. But we cannot continue to dream about a better Gambia when we fail to make the right choice. Let us stand together in solidarity for a better Gambia. Teach one, save one. Tell your family members, your brothers, your nephews, your neighbors, your friends that we need a better Gambia, and PWIs is a solution for that better Gambia. Let us wake up from our dreams. PWIs is here for Gambia. PWIs is here to work for us. PWIs is here for Gambia. PWIs is here to work for us. Let us make that change. We are the change. No one can make the change for us but we the people. We can make a change if we make a right choice. Let us embrace politics of idea. And PWIs have proven to us time and time again that they will work for the Gambian people. They have sacrificed a lot. The Gambia have come a long way. Let us do the right thing, 2021, so that our children will be proud of us, so that our children will not die on the Atlantic Ocean, leaving the Gambia for a greener pasture. System change, the road for 2021, the road to 2021 with PWIs, the road for change with PWIs, the solution of Gambia, PWIs. Wala mutonyati, mbesonta akweta sainfer, secretly, openly, Gambian kolu sonta ka for PWIs is the solution. Nkana nyon nene, wato sita. Let's take ownership of our destiny. Let's do what is right so that our children will be proud of us. One Gambia, one people, one country. Collectively, we can make it. When ordinary Gambians come together, we can do extraordinary things. Unity is power. Let us unite around the issues. We are all poor. Let us stand together to fight corruption. Let us stand together to say never again, no Gambian child will die on the Mediterranean Sea because of poverty. We have everything in common. We are all poor. Let us fight against corruption by changing our ways, our mind, our attitude to do the right thing and support those Gambians that who have the courage to work for Gambians, who have the courage to stand up for Gambians, those who have the courage to go to work every day for the betterment of Gambian people. PWIs have a track record of that. They have served the Gambian people honorably. They have made an impact in our society. We are free today, thanks to God, thanks to the Creator, and the effort of PWIs. We all know that. That is a fact. Khalifa Sallah has proven that he is a true leader. He is a diplomat. He knows our problem. With no doubt, if given a chance, he will do what he can to make sure that our children generation will have a better Gambia. Wat salam, teach one, save one. Don't sit no more on the side. Don't be scared. Don't give up. If you give up, you are giving up on your children. If you give up, you are giving up on your nephews and your niece. If you give up, you are giving up on Gambia. We are Gambians. We got to stand up for the Gambia. We got to do what is right. System change. Watu sita. System change with PDOIs. Let's support PDOIs 2021 if we want a better Gambia. Good night. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi ta'ala wa barakatuh.